Hello, this is JD from Jdgamingpr. Welcome back to another update of the situation in Puerto Rico with the earthquakes. It's been a while since I did one of these videos because, to be honest, there was nothing going on besides, they were still sending a lot of supplies to Ponce and Guanica and Guayanilla. Oh, by the way, just in case you ask, I got a little bit hurt at work because for the ones who don't know, I'm a butcher, and my job is with a knife, and I'm kind of new. I've been doing it for like 1 or 2 months, but still it's pretty hardcore to cut as fast as others who have been doing it for years. Yeah. And also I have a man bun because I don't know how to do a man bun, but it's just that the hair is long and it's messy, so I just did that. Okay, back to the subject. So I didn't do any videos because it was the same thing every day, The only thing new, and that's why I wanted to do this video today, the only thing that it was new was to say that the earthquakes and aftershocks kind of like went down a little, It's gonna sound odd. It's not gonna sound like normal. It's gonna sound like, you call that normal? And in this couple of days, there's been like 4, 5, 6 maybe earthquakes, maybe less. Each day. Sometimes it was like 3 per day. And they weren't that strong. They were like 3 point something. The strongest ones were like 4 point something in the southwest, of course. And we didn't feel anything on the east side. That is until today. Today there was an earthquake around 4:30 p.m. It was around 5.0 of magnitude, maybe 5.3. Some people say 5.3. Others say that it was 5.0 of magnitude in the south west area, as always. The different thing is that it was felt in the east. I didn't feel it because I was working. My mother didn't feel it, but my missus did feel it. More like she saw it on the TV. It was moving and stuff. And a couple of people were kind of like freaking out because, it's been a couple of days that we didn't, let's say like more than a week then that the east area didn't feel anything, The other thing is that La Fiesta de Calle San Sebastián, they went with it. But there's another thing that is kind of like, or a dead surface was, I already mentioned, I don't know if I mentioned it before on the last video. I really don't remember. It's been a while. That they found, yes, I did mention it, that they found containers or a storage house that it had pallets of water and like tents. Maybe beds. I think it was beds or sleeping bags. I think it was things that FEMA sent to Puerto Rico, or maybe some other people, because we have artists who sent thousands of dollars, in supplies for the people in need from Hurricane Maria. So they found in Ponce, and one of the places that there's a lot of earthquake activity, or seismic activity, they found a warehouse filled with pallets of water and stuff. The thing is that people started like looking for places like that, and I think they found another one in some other place. I just don't remember in which place it was. And this is the thing. The government or the governor is saying that she did not know about it, and the mayor of Ponce did not know about it, but supposedly they did, because it was all, hush hush. And now these days they're doing a protest in San Juan, kind of like the one of Ricky Rosselló, our ex-governor, because they want the new governor to quit. They want her to resign because this is the thing. When she was on her other position, that they found out a couple of corruption going on in the government. She did not order an investigation. you know. And then after a couple of days, they found out that they were doing some illegal stuff, and she didn't order to investigate that. That thing is happening again with the warehouse that they found in the town that I don't know which one it is, because Ponce, they kind of blew it up, but she didn't want to investigate the other warehouse that it was filled with supplies. And people are kind of like pissed because, like, what the hell? You're the governor, you're not doing anything. And they want her to quit. This is the thing. In November is the new elections. Instead of people waiting until November and just say, like, we're not going to vote for her, or we're not going to vote for this one, because people are saying, of course, they are saying, but the masses might act differently. They're saying that they don't want to vote for the two most dominant political parties, in which is PNP or PNP and the PPD, PPD. PPD, PPD is kind of like, it's called Partido Popular Democrático, the Democratic Popular Party. And the other one is PNP, PNP, in which it means Partido Nuevo Progresista, the New Progressive Party. I think I translated it correctly. Those are the two most powerful. The PNP one wants Puerto Rico to become state number 51. Meanwhile, PPD doesn't. And they kind of want, like, what we have right now. That we're receiving help from the United States. It's like the United States is helping us, and I don't know if we're helping them. But we're not part of the United States. We are territory of the United States. I wanted to be clear about that, because Puerto Rico was bought from the Spaniards, because the Spaniards were the ones who discovered Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico was sold to the United States. So we are territory of the United States, but we're not a state. Or we're not a state of United States. So the PNP has been fighting for that for years. So those are the ones who are in power right now, that political party, the PNP. And they're doing so much corruption that even Donald Trump recognized it. I never liked Donald Trump. I used to like Donald Trump when he was a celebrity, but when he started doing his campaign and when he won the election, I kind of didn't like him because he was a little bit rude. But people say that he was, like, telling the truth, like, to your face, and some other people say that he's dumb. I don't know. I just don't like him. But I do agree with what he says about the politicians in Puerto Rico, that they are corrupt, and it's harsh what he said, but he says that they're good for nothing. I cannot criticize that because I don't know how hard or easy it is to be a politician. Because I just cannot criticize that just like that. But he said that they are corrupt, and they steal money, they rob us, the town, because we call it el pueblo, they steal from us. They always do, like, laws that are like in favor of them, but not to us. For example, they're being more strict with the medical plan, but they raised the the pay. They raised the pay to judges that they already have, like, a big pay, and at least that's what I read, because my source is Facebook, and you know how trustworthy is Facebook, right? But anyways, back to the subject. We were having less earthquakes, and now today happened the one that it was 5.0, 5.3. And also we have this big of a deal about the protest about that they want the governor to resign. There's another thing that it kind of caught my attention because it caught my attention. It happened the same thing when the protest was for Ricky Rosselló, the ex-governor. when they were doing the protests, there were a couple of people who were like destroying places and doing stuff. Some people say that it was the same people of the manifestation. Other people say that it was people who were hired either by the government or by the police. No, government, not the police, the government. But some people say that there were some police disguised in like protesters, and they were wearing masks and throwing rocks and stuff. But that was on the Ricky Rosselló. The thing is that they did it again. This time they attacked a news report van. I don't know if it was destroyed. I think they broke the glasses or something, but it wasn't completely destroyed. They just damaged it. And another guy who took this is the weird thing. They took pictures of a guy with a hammer breaking it's not concrete. We call it adoquines. It's like bricks. It's the streets that are made like bricks, but a little bit separated. It's weird. I just don't know how to call it in English. Sorry. Well, he was breaking it with a hammer, grabbing the broken pieces and throwing them. Of course, projectiles. So there was a guy, a camera guy, who caught him in the act like 4 feet away, like really close. And the guy was just minding his business. Let's do another one, and the cameraman was there. So somebody on Facebook again, said like, what a coincidence. That the picture of the guy breaking the adoquines was perfect. The picture or the photo was perfect. It was perfect position, perfect angle. It was perfect. How curious. And it might be that guy was hired, and they hired a photographer just to leak the pictures or post the pictures, share them, so that way they will make the protester to look bad. Like, these are people who they are just violent, the same way as Ricky Rosselló. That's what I think. I don't know, but I think the thing is that's what is going on. So I'm gonna leave it here. I want to say that the earthquakes are less. It's just that today was a stronger one. From the past days, it was a stronger one. It was a 5.0 compared to the other ones that were like 4 point something, 3 point something. That we didn't feel in the east, but this one we felt it. So I was going to say that I was going to do this one as the last video, but I think I have to keep on doing these videos, even though that is not as often as in the beginning, that it was every day. But if I have any more information, I'm going to let you know, all right? So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Let me turn on the controller. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.